back in the 90s. Cracked the AOL code, texting turned gold. Now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top burners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday night live broadcast. Now, we're right in the middle of a holiday weekend, and under normal circumstances, I'd be taking the night off. And here in the United States, it's tomorrow is the Columbus Day holiday. In Canada, they're celebrating Thanksgiving. But I have a number of students that are scrambling, really working hard to experience some serious rank advancement this month. And so here I am. And we'll also be doing another session tomorrow. Now, tonight we're going to be talking about new ways to create an instant flood of qualified prospects that convert to sales on LinkedIn, Facebook. Now, I always encourage everybody that's in boot camp to participate in our live Ask Max sessions. And yesterday, we had one that was, in a word, exceptional. And it, I think, was so exceptional that I've actually posted it up on YouTube. Let me, before we get into this, let me unmute Kevin.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, hey, Kevin. You know, I don't know about you, but that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And you know what I've done for those of you that you know, I posted it on my YouTube channel, and what I'm going to do is right now, before I forget, I'm going to come over here and put it in the put this in the chat. And you know, the part that, you know, and basically what happened was I just started working with Kevin, and Kevin, when I first talked to him, you know, told me he loves the phone. And you know, and there are people that I've known that you know, they get on a telephone and they can dial and dial and dial and I take my hat off to those folks, but as I said to Kevin, um, once you get into this, you're going to see something that's totally different. And so I logged into his account, and he brought up a prospect that he wanted to follow up with, and we sent him a message, and the guy wrote back. And then I proceeded to explain to Kevin and everybody that was watching it the process that you're going to go through when you're talking to a prospect. And then everything I explained, then we'd send the guy another message, and he wrote right back, Kevin, what did you get out of it?
Actually, the great thing about it is that when you're doing targeted, prospecting the way that you're teaching, it's a lot easier than cold calling, first of all, because you're actually knowing who you're talking to, you know who you're getting on the other end of the conversation, and the instantaneously, responding back to the messaging. That's what I found to be fascinating because you don't get that when you're cold calling.
Right. In fact, let me switch screens and just go over here and bring Kevin up. So, Kevin is basically just getting started with LinkedIn, and all I can say to all of you is you can fast forward past the first 5 minutes of the training and then stay in it, because I laid it out for Kevin, because Kevin's in a hurry, and he's got a timeline. He's looking to get a lot accomplished, and he put it right in front of me. Everything that I did with Kevin, all of you can do. Okay, it's all you have to do is put up a good profile. LinkedIn lets you have a slideshow for your cover, great picture, great content, let the world know who you are, post, and then it all comes down to conversation. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put in the chat Kevin's LinkedIn account. Okay, and that's one of the things that I'm starting to do in boot camp is I'm encouraging everybody to connect with each other, especially the folks that are new, so that LinkedIn is tightening up on a lot of things. They're making a lot of changes. We're going to talk about some of these changes tonight. But the important thing that I want to emphasize that I see, let me take a look. Is that Tom? Let me unmute Tom. Now, I'm not sure this is Tom, if you could unmute yourself. Um, and again, man, I love it when old students, and I mean former students, I don't want to put it in a chronological age, pop up on here. And Tom and I, well, we we go way back. All right. So now let's get on with this, because what I'm going to share with you tonight, uh,
Hey Max,
Tom, how are you?
I couldn't find the unmute button. I just, I get your daily motivations and everything. So tonight I was free, thought I'd listen in. It's been a while. Like you said, we go way back to the days when you first started on AOL.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I basically took a break for the last year or two from the business, but I'd just like to know what's going on. So
Well,
I
Tom,
joined you.
I'm thrilled you're here, and you're not going to believe what LinkedIn has been up to. And
Yeah, I got 30,000 people on there when last time I got on.
ah, Tom, listen, we got to talk, because if you're not, right now you're sitting on a gold mine. At least you got 20,000 connections, and a third of them. So that would be about 6,000, maybe 7,000 people would be prospects for anything that you decided you wanted to sell. And LinkedIn has now made it easy to reconnect with people. And so the thing is, whatever you do, whatever you're doing, what we're going to share with all of you is there are new ways to literally strike up conversations, restart conversations as if you never left. So I'm thrilled you're here. I'll reach out to you in the next couple of days and we'll catch up. Let me go back here. So basically, watch this video, okay? Because it literally laid out for Kevin, and everything that I shared with Kevin will work for you. It literally explains the thought process when you send someone a message and they write back, what's your next question? So I put the link. It's on my YouTube channel. It's my latest video. Just skip the first 5 minutes and get right to the meat. Additionally, boot camp has started, and we have our second session of boot camp is on Tuesday night, and we've completely revamped the content. And those of you that are old students, when you get into the second session, you're going to see what I mean. So 5 sessions: create, connect, communicate, close, and we've got an extra session. And you can use the link maxsteingardt.com/2-FUR to participate in the October and November boot camps. Now, so tonight we're going to be talking about new ways to create an instant flood of qualified prospects that convert to sales. And posting is going to play an important role in this entire process, because posting builds relationships. Posting gives you credibility with the people that you're connected to. We're also introducing new scripts that are designed to turn any no you receive from a prospect into a yes. And the statistics that are coming out from this are phenomenal. Most network marketers are taught that old cliche, you got to go through 100 no's to get a yes, and man, it's just not true. As Kevin discovered, instead of dialing and dialing and dialing, so much about the person on the other end, you can be very selective about who you talk to. So tonight, we're going to dive into these new ways to create an instant flood. And as we're talking to people, as we're making these connections, it's not hard to convert the qualified prospects to sales. There are simple actions that can transform your prospecting results in 24 hours on LinkedIn and Facebook. And it's something that you can turn on like the tap. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, come back a couple of days later, turn it back on again, and put yourself in a position where as you talk to people, you're going to qualify them, discover the people you want to continue to talk to, discover the people that you don't want to talk to. So let me just say this. The longer you're not taking action, the more money you're losing. Because what I'm sharing with all of you will put you in a position where you could be enrolling one person a day. So what will you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? When you follow my 4-step formula, you can fail. Because with unlimited prospects to talk to on LinkedIn or Facebook and with continual practice, you simply can't fail. The content of your profile, your daily posting activity, positions you to be perceived as an expert and influencer by everyone that sees it. And in our October bootcamp, we're going to have a heavy emphasis on posting. The secret to connecting with perfect prospects and converting them to new business partners and customers has to do with only 3 things. 1, the relationships you create with the content of your profile. 2, the influence and level of trust you generate with your daily activity and your posts. And 3, the conversations you have with your prospects. Follow the scripts. The ability to get people to talk to you, follow you, like you, trust you, take action, and join your team revolves around everyone's perception of who you are, and this is completely in your hands and totally in your control. So tonight, we're going to get into some new LinkedIn and Facebook features that make it easier than ever before to build your business. And on LinkedIn, it's catch up. On Facebook, it's Reels. You continue to talk to the right people, you can't fail. You can't fail. LinkedIn and Facebook have made many new changes that will affect how you build your business for the rest of the year. The searching features on LinkedIn have dramatically changed, and of course, LinkedIn has their own built-in artificial intelligence tool. Facebook is pushing people over to their professional dashboard. And frankly, when you're using it, it changes your whole Facebook experience. Now, building a business isn't hard because leads are free. And it's easy to connect with people that we know in advance are perfect prospects just from what we see on their profile. So LinkedIn is now up to 1,200,000,000 professionals. LinkedIn is on fire. Facebook has over 3 billion active users. And the truth is, everybody on both of these social networks falls into a particular category. And for years, I've used the candy bowl. The candy bowl. The green M&Ms represent people that are looking for a business. The yellow M&Ms represent unhappy network marketing leaders. So Facebook is without question the world's largest social network. And again, it's easy to connect with people, to reconnect with people. You do something, and anybody that sees anything that you do, they like it. It's easy to communicate with people. And we're going to show you how you can go back to some of the people that maybe you have connected with 8 or 9 years ago, 10 years ago. You haven't talked to them, or you've never talked to them. And yet you can start up a conversation as if you just connected with them yesterday. Facebook is big, but LinkedIn is growing by leaps and bounds. And again, all of the features that we've come to love about Facebook have been adopted by LinkedIn. You got 1 billion people, 200 million. And again, it's easy to communicate. React and respond to what you see people doing. By the same token, you can what? Put stuff out there for them to react and respond to. So social networks are a great source of free leads, but some social networks are better than others. LinkedIn is the best. And it's getting better month after month after month. And in fact, what's happening is LinkedIn is adding roughly 10 million new users every month. And as a result, LinkedIn is changing everything. You used to be able to do 300 free profile searches a month without having to pay for it. Look up 300 people. Now you can do 5. Now I can show you how to use LinkedIn for free, but the truth is you're not going to mind paying for it. There are 3 things that make a social network great. 1, the profiles of each user contains more than enough information about someone to help you identify a perfect prospect for your business before you even contact. 2, a texting feature that enables you to communicate directly and privately with the other network users, start conversations that will result in enrolling new business builders, team members, and customers. And 3, a searching feature that enables you to filter through the entire network population using keyword and advanced keyword searches to find perfect prospects. Now, LinkedIn's texting feature has changed. They used to have a built-in Zoom feature. That's gone. It's gone. And the searching features on LinkedIn have undergone some pretty significant changes that are going to affect your searching results. Now, everyone on LinkedIn and Facebook created their profile for a reason, and their photo and cover, plus the information provided about themselves and their visible daily activity, makes it easy to pick up the best prospects for your business. Prospects who'd be interested in your business and eager to talk about it. And so over the years, we've categorized everybody. The green M&Ms represent business builders, people that want to make extra full-time income from home. And these are the people that you really want to be talking to. Then the orange M&Ms on people that lost their jobs. They're looking for a way to make money and survive financially. Rite Aid, the pharmaceutical chain, went out of business this year. There were over 100,000 people on LinkedIn that work for Rite Aid. The yellow represent network marketing leaders who are seriously looking for another company. My good friends in Modere, I worked with that company for 17 years. Went out of business in April. My good friend Margie Alaprandi was in India when she gets an email, we're closed. Broke her heart. I've got so many friends that are scrambling around looking for a new business. The blue M&Ms represent network marketing orphans that are open to looking at your business. Orphans, and we'll get into a description of what each one of these are like, but they're not part of a team. The person that brought them into the business is no longer in the business. And so while they may love their product and they may love the service, they're not making any money. And finally, the customers, the reds, people who would eagerly buy your products and could become business builders later. Now, the key to your success lies in reaching out and connecting with people who are active. Reaching out to somebody that's been on LinkedIn for 10 years, but they haven't been active for the last 5 is going to get you nowhere but in trouble. So what LinkedIn has done is LinkedIn makes it easy. Number 1, they let people put an open to work frame around their picture. You can see the people that are clearly looking for work, looking for new jobs. And the LinkedIn members have used that open to work frame if they're personal trainers or fitness instructors, then they're looking for customers. So when you see an open to work frame around someone's picture, they could be in either category. Either they're looking for something because they need to make some money, or they're in a profession that's looking to add customers from the LinkedIn database, and they're open to work with you. Not hard to determine who's who. It only takes 3 or 4 back and forth messages for you to be able to identify clearly the people who you want to talk to. And this, my friends, is the most important part. Because the sooner you can realize the people that you want to talk to, distinguish them from the people that you don't want to talk to, the better off you're going to be. LinkedIn provides many new ways to determine someone's activity. Now you could check for their activity. You can see what they've posted. You can see the comments that they've made. You can see what reactions they've had. You can literally see just about everything that they've done, even if you're not connected to them, even if you're outside their network. This is huge. So when you know in advance by the contents and visible daily activity in someone's profile that they're a perfect prospect for what you're selling, you follow my scripts, you're going to sell to more people and build your business faster. The more selective you are about the people you connect with and talk to, the more successful you're going to be. Business builders, unhappy network marketing leaders, orphan network marketers, and customers. These are the people you want to talk to. And when you start a conversation, you think someone could be a business builder, but it won't take you long to figure it out. Business builders have circles of influence. They want to make full-time extra income. And some of them are looking to get started right away. And like I said, we have a new script that when we talk to them about network marketing, if they have a negative opinion about it, you'll turn a no into a yes. The network marketing leaders, they're seriously looking to make a change. Beachbody had 13,000 people on LinkedIn. Last summer, actually it was last year, they changed their compensation plan. They switched over to an affiliate program. So all the business builders lost their business. Rodan and Fields did the same thing. You could find 36,000 people on LinkedIn. Epicure, Modere, both went out of business earlier this year. And they're, people are on it. Isagenix is a company that's been going through tremendous changes, unpopular, they're driving a lot of leaders, a lot of people to look at other companies. And orphans. The person is not connected to anyone in the company to work with or help them. They're not on the team. 95% of the network marketers in every company are orphans. And what that does is that opens you up to engage in conversation, any network marketer you come across. And once we identify that they're an orphan, we've got a script to walk them right into your business. The photo on the profile often provides you with enough information to know in advance who's a perfect prospect for what you're selling and who isn't. When you develop relationship with the right people before talking about your business, you're going to sell to more people. It's not hard. Just from the picture to tell who we even want to reach out to for the first time. The simple secret to connecting with perfect prospects is simple. 1, their profile content, their visible daily activity, their answers to your pre-qualifying questions, and I want you to think quality over quantity. There is an overabundance of people for you to talk to. We'll demonstrate some searches tonight. So the more selective you are about who you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. And when you're talking to a prospect, Once you determine that they are not a candidate, stop talking to them. Spend your time talking to somebody else. So our boot camp is already underway, and we got a little duplication here. Now, posting can produce the best results around a holiday, and that's one of the other reasons why I'm doing this tonight, because tomorrow, is a major holiday in the United States. Columbus Day. In Canada, it's Thanksgiving. If you're serious about creating massive momentum in your business, this holiday weekend is your opportunity to pull ahead. Here's why this matters. During holiday weekends, people are more socially active on LinkedIn and Facebook. They're not at work. They're engaged in activities that they share with their friends. They're relaxed, and they're more open to talking to people and exploring new opportunities. Talking about the holiday is a powerful, effective, and natural subject to begin conversations with people. The perfect time to start or restart conversations that open doors to talk to people about your business is around a holiday. The fourth quarter of 2025 has started, October, November, and December. And the most celebrated holidays of the year are coming up in the next 90 days. So posting is the fastest way to generate leads that convert to sales. LinkedIn, Facebook, the happy birthday strategy, happy anniversary post, for years has been the most effective way to restart conversations with people. And what I'm going to do is let me pop over here. And I'm going to go over to Facebook. And now, from your homepage, scroll down on the right. And look at the people that are having birthdays. And the strategy that has worked unbelievably well is you go and see upcoming birthdays. I don't know why it's taking time to load. Okay. So these are the people that are having birthdays today. And again, LinkedIn has made it easy to reconnect with people. But to try to have a conversation with somebody on their birthday, you're going to be in the middle of a lot of people. So the best way to do it is to go to upcoming birthdays and go out 5 days. Now, as you're doing that, you may see people that you're connected to that you're going to want to restart a conversation with, even whether it was their birthday or not. So go out 5 days. That would mean let's go out to the 17th. Now, 5 days ahead, we have a script that will get these people engaged in the process. And it's a process that has worked for years. And now, because of expanded bandwidth, what are we doing? We're using GIFs, moving images, that are getting us more visibility Birthdays and anniversaries. Congratulating somebody on advancing or on any occasion. And of course, the holidays. Posting now has taken on a whole new meaning. And when it comes to holidays, a week ago on Monday was National Coaches Day. Tomorrow is Columbus Day, Thanksgiving in Canada. And posting is going to enable you to talk to more people and start increasing your income. Consistent daily posting enables you to develop relationships with people faster, build trust with them, and positions you as the influencer they want to follow. Posting subject-specific content with themes that the professionals in your target audience appreciates, responds to, and shares with others helps increase sales. The visibility of your posts dramatically increase when you post a GIF. A GIF, a moving image posted on LinkedIn, receives 80% more comments than anything else. And GIFs get shared 20 times more than any other content format on LinkedIn. Posting is the #1 way to create engagement that leads to sales. On LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, it doesn't matter what the social network is. People react with a click. They like it. They make a comment. They share it. And sharing a post with your prospects is one of the easiest ways to follow up with them. Again, likes and comments are the easiest way for people to react to anything you do. And it's also the easiest way for you to react to something someone else does. Likes, comments, and shares become leads, and leads become prospects. Prospects become business builders or customers. The key is to start talking to the people who respond to anything you do. Reach out to people and start talking to them based on what they do. And the more selective you are about who you choose to talk to, the more successful you're going to be. So we always want to think quality over quantity. Now, World Occupus Day was celebrated last week on October the 8th. But posting a GIF, a moving image, is going to get shared more. It's going to be seen more. Well, like I said, tomorrow is Thanksgiving in Canada, Columbus Day in the United States. There are plenty of moving images that you could post, that you could use. National Dessert Day is coming up on Tuesday, the 13th. And there are some tactics we're going to be sharing in boot camp on how you could use that holiday to restart conversations. National Pug Day is celebrated on Wednesday. But again, a static image versus a moving image, the difference is wild. National Payback a Friend Day is celebrated on Friday, the 17th. Pasta Day is celebrated on the same day. National Paralegal Day is celebrated on Thursday, October the 23rd. So you could actually reach out on LinkedIn. Look for the paralegals that you'd want to start a conversation with. And again, LinkedIn has made a change. They used to give us the total. Now we have to use Sales Navigator or one of the advanced searching features, which we have to pay for. to give us a total. So there's 1 million paralegals on LinkedIn. Speaking about paralegals, there is a Love Your Lawyer holiday coming up as well. So on LinkedIn, you've got $5 million lawyers. There is an overabundance of people that you can be talking to. And again, movement is key. Halloween is celebrated at the end of the month. And that really starts the holiday season, although there are over 20 other holidays taking place on LinkedIn and Facebook before the end of October. National Knock Knock Joke Day is also celebrated on Halloween. This is a strategy that works every time. Terry sent me this. I followed your instructions. I did my first post, and I had 12 conversations that brought in 3 new people within 2 days of the post. 3 out of 12 is 25% response rate. 2 days. 2 days later, he's now up to 7, which is a 60% response rate. And he still had 3 more days to the week. It's never been this easy. Now, it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text. The response rates increase dramatically when you use my scripts and my secret sauce, which I call gifts. And now we've updated the value of the gifts, updated the effect of the gifts. We've spiced it up. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So when you're talking to somebody that lost their job or that's having a tough time, the post, no matter what you're going through, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, is incredibly effective. 99% of your prospecting and recruiting and business building activity can now be done on your mobile phone with a LinkedIn and a Facebook phone app. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Another incredibly effective post to somebody that's going through some rough time. There's only one person that can create your happiness, and that's you. Posting things of a general positive nature will go a long way in establishing relationships. And of course, Halloween, any serious holiday. Adding animated content to your text message is producing immediate results, and it's a way to impress your connections and showcase your social networking expertise. From happy birthday to happy anniversary to happy pasta day. A gift draws extra attention to your message, so people are much more likely to notice it and answer it faster. Gifts are my secret sauce. The frequent use of gifts will make you stand out from the crowd of other people that your prospects are talking to, makes them smile, makes them respond to you faster. Now you'll enroll more reps with these proven action posts and texting scripts. Changing your picture. Wishing someone a happy birthday. Wishing someone a happy anniversary. The holiday wish. The unofficial holiday wish. Motivational posts, personal development posts, funny jokes, all trigger reactions from the people you're connected to. and you just send a text message to the suitable prospects that respond to any of your actions. Again, holidays and official holidays. Official holidays and unofficial holidays. Now, the ripple effect of your posts can result in immediate reactions that start conversations that end up in sales. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and the holidays. Now we're coming up on Halloween. Whatever you put out there is going to be reacted to by people that your message resonates with. So, whether it's a happy birthday message, Jacqueline sent me this. I'm having a great success with the birthday strategy. I had 200 new people reach out to me, wish me a happy birthday on the 28th. Started a conversation with most of them. I got 28 people looking at my business. The birthday strategy alone was responsible for major rank advancements for Jackie. She sent me this a couple of months later. Over the last few months, my business has exploded, rolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. It's amazing and so much fun. Now, I have a number of all kinds of examples, but I want to fast forward anniversaries because I've got some other information that I really need to share. So the holiday post creates all kinds of activities. People respond faster when you post a GIF. Again, likes become leads, leads become prospects, and prospects become customers. After making a post, Clyde got 55 responses to start with, and he enrolled 5 people. So here in October, and this is one example. On the 22nd, you got National Nut Day. 26th, you have National Pumpkin Day, Black Hat Day. On the 28th, you got National Chocolate Day. December, you got all kinds of holidays. You got Christmas, you got Hanukkah, you got Kwanzaa. You have National Cocoa Day, National Cookie Day. Post a joke or a positive message. And when your new recruits join your business, have them change their picture and post a joke. If you think no one cares if you're alive, try missing a couple of car payments. Or knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. Or never under any circumstances take a sleeping pill and a laxative on the same night. Some people light up a room when they enter, others when they leave. And this triggers almost immediate reactions from the people that you're connected to. Positive messages. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Life is a menu. So remember, whoever and whatever you order for your life is what's going to be delivered to your table. The key is moving images. Now, when it comes to searching for people, the whole searching process has been modified, but it's a behind the scenes modification. So for example, I did a search for coaches, and I'm going to share the results. When you search for people, we're all fishing in the same pool. Your search results will be determined by the content of your profile, what I call your DNA, and how it matches up with the content of the person's profile in the pool that comes up. The more you have in common, the higher up in the search results you're going to get. So your social network DNA is different. Location, mutual connections, matching professions, matching headline words, company experience, military experience, being in the same industry, the schools you attended, specific words in your profile that match the words in their profile, posting content and activity. And that's why we're giving you specific words to use in your headlines, specific ways to describe what you do so that you will match people that you want to connect with. So when we search, you can search by country, you can search by state or city, or you could search distance of postal code. So when I did a search for coaches, there are 5 million coaches on LinkedIn. 1 million refer to themselves as mindset coaches. 1 million are weight loss coaches. You got 210,000 health and wellness coaches, 270 fitness coaches, 250,000 personal development coaches. The secret to making consistent sales is to stop selling. I can't emphasize this enough. Instead of pushing for the sale, ask your prospect questions to learn more about them, respond to their answers, and help your prospect talk more about themselves and their experience so you can show them that you've got the solution to being successful in network marketing. I love success stories, and Will Zanders has been a classic example that I've used now for 3 years, actually for 2 years. Posting produces immediate results. I started working with Will in November of 2023. And he sent me this right after our first coaching session. Quick testimonial, I implemented the strategies from our coaching call. Within 72 hours, I was the #1 recruiter. And then he called in with another success story, not his, but a success story from one of his brand new people.
I do have a great quick testimony. Just sponsored a new individual. I've actually got a member of my team on here who's one of our newest 6-figure earners, Melissa Brower. So I wanted to give her a shout out. She just hit 100K in this company. She's already done it before, but this is the most fun we've had. And a young lady I just sponsored who has 0 network marketing experience, I taught her just a few of the techniques that you taught me. And she's already like #7 in recruiting in our company right now. I just saw her name on the leaderboard tonight. So I was like, wow, I got to tell Max. So it's really cool. I just wanted to tell you, man, everything you're teaching, it works in real life. And we all appreciate you so much.
Think about that, okay? Brand new to network marketing. Brand new. And she pops right up to #7 in recruiting. Well, there's always a story behind the story. And the truth is she had close to 3,000 connections on Facebook. Then he sends me the second one. It's exactly like I said it would be. Since last week, I made 2 posts, generated dozens of easy conversations by following the scripts, word for word, and I've generated a dozen sales. And he calls back 6 months later to report that he moved up from #6 to #2.
I'm driving, so I want to share this quick testimonial in case my signal cuts out. I'm headed out of Vegas right now. Had a great time in Las Vegas. You know, I was in your boot camps and we were doing the private coaching. It was amazing. I'm actually working with 2 of my team members right now. One of my guys who's in the car right now has 5 conversations going on about his business and had 0 yesterday. Everybody who's on the Zoom, Max is the guy you want to work with. This is one of the trainers in network marketing who actually has stuff that flat out works in real life, not the latest, greatest ClickFunnels, shiny guru stuff. You want the real stuff that works. Now, last but not least, Max, last time we talked, I think I was the #6 earner in the company or #5. So I'm #2 right now. So we've got a little bit ways to go to #1, but I just wanted to thank you personally for just really giving us and my organization tools that we really needed, especially from a conversational flow standpoint to get to that level. So we've had a lot of rank advances since then. We're still polishing some things up. I need to do some more coaching with you. I can acknowledge that. But I'm the number 2 earner right now. I just hit the diamond rank last month. That's a solid 45, 50,000 a month, easy. So this has actually been so far the biggest month I've ever had in 10 years of network marketing, man. So really just wanted to thank you personally and anybody who's on the Zoom, man. You really got to take this stuff seriously. Don't just play with it. Max is the real deal.
All Will does, every time he changes his picture on his Facebook account, he gets 20, 30, 40 people that react and respond, starts conversations. Number 5, you heard him report he was number 2, today's number 1. Sam, and there's a lesson here, enrolls 9 out of 10 people he talks to. 9 out of 10. And he sent me this. He added 21 new team members in 3 weeks. That's 1 a day. It's 1 a day. And so how did he do that? How did he do that? Well, he knew exactly who he was looking for. He knew who his ideal prospects were. Your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months, stuck, not going forward, getting rejection after rejection, to signing up 90% of the people. Now, I gave you the link to that YouTube channel, to that YouTube broadcast that I did with Kevin. Okay, and for those of you that want to get a sense of how my coaching program works, watch that, because I'm here to help you learn and master the Socratic method of selling. It's a matter of asking questions. I'm giving you scripts that are proven to work. The key for all of you, and it's really very simple, is to focus on the answer that the other person is giving you. And you watch during that session how we sent them a message. And the first one we sent, within 20 seconds, he's responding. We get just going back and forth, back and forth. And all of you are heading down the same road. You all have the ability to do the same thing. So be sure you take the time to watch that. Joanne Gallant, another one of my students. And when we initially started working together, she was marketing and selling Melaleuca. She doubled her business the first month. The second month it tripled. Then she went and she started to use everything that I taught her to sell insurance. In 1 month, she signed up 40 agents. Again, I'm not sharing these with you to impress you. I'm sharing them with you to impress upon you what you can be doing, what LinkedIn has done. And I'm going to pop back over here. What you're going to be able to do with LinkedIn is go back to your network. All right, and go to your network and look at your first level connections. And again, 20 to 30% of the people that you're connected to are viable prospects. So if I went up here and I said, okay, search and filter your own existing connections. So if I came up here and I did a search for personal trainers. All right. So if I look at personal trainers and I want a total, I've got to go over to Sales Navigator. So I'm connected to 757 personal trainers. All right. Now, Bobby is online right now. If I check the message, well, we've been connected since 2016, but we've never talked. But she's online right now. 2016. Here's another one. 2017. He's online right now, but we've never talked. Another feature of LinkedIn that you're absolutely going to love, it's going to do wonderful things for you, is catch-up. Because what catch-up's going to enable you to do is follow up with people that you're connected to that are changing jobs. Now, Kevin, what we did here was we added a new job to his profile. And LinkedIn blasted out a notice to that effect. And he's already had 14 people that liked it. One person made a comment. So in addition to this, birthdays. So we're going to show you in Bootcamp how to add new content to your profile so that it will blast out to everybody that you're connected to a notice. It'll literally notify them that you've made some changes. Birthdays is another one. Work anniversaries. We're going to show you how to change the date on your profile. It'll blast out a message to everybody that you're connected to, give you a chance to start a conversation. My friends, that's what it's all about. Now, the holiday is tomorrow. Again, I'm going to put this in the chat. This is a link to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are existing students, you're going to learn so much. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to make that a permanent tool in my boot camps because it so clearly demonstrates how this process works, the steps that you got to take, and how quickly you can get response. I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll do another broadcast. We'll cover some different elements of the same topic because my goal here is to help all of you. My goal here is to help every one of you experience significant rank advancement over the next 90 days.
Max method, built to last, social selling, scaling fast, calling the father, the go-to name, Max Steingart, he changed the game.
By the way, I get asked this question all the time, so let me just clear it up. I have a friend of mine that, just to give you an example of the power of artificial intelligence, there are programs out there today, literally, that can do anything. And just stay away from promises of using AI to jump into social networks and prospect and message and sign people up, because it's against the terms of service of these social networks for you to use those kind of tools. I have two good friends, one that had well over 20,000 connections, that jumped into one of those, he lost his entire account. But the music that you hear was generated by a program. He took another program, went to my website, and gleaned information about me. Then he had another program that put it to music. And this is what he came up with. It was my birthday gift.